My dudes, what's going on? You want to know some tips and tricks to make your IdleOn experience a little bit smoother? Well, this is the video for it. Anyways, let's get into it. To start off, let's get into a basic one. When you type in, "If you love me, let me go," spelled exactly like this, in-game, it sends you to the Spike Trap minigame, which also has a portal in the carrot map. But did you know if you go to the gem shop and then exit the gem shop, it'll actually bring you back to the World 1 town? So that's an easy way to save on some teleports. The next one is for the achievement known as Fairly Odd Damage. Requires you to do odd damage 8 times in a row. And it's pretty frustrating, but what if I told you I have a special trick? All you need to do is go into the Goblins map and start the Goblin Gore Fest tower defense. Auto attack the mobs in there, and since you're attacking, it's guaranteed to do 1 damage no matter what. And 1 is an odd number, so you just attack 8 times. There you go. Speaking of worship, if you want to get some easy worship levels, you can actually use XP balloons during tower defense. If you want to run better skulls and get more souls, all you have to do is drop a tower that can take down the first couple of waves of goblins, take a bunch of balloons into Goblin Gorefest, and just spam away. Easy level 40 for all your characters. The next one is a little bit of an interesting one that you actually wouldn't think of. You know, it's when you're a maestro and you're using transfusion to get yourself extra XP, but at the same time, you have to wait like a 5-minute duration for it to run out. Well, actually, what you could do, and this works with any buff, is if you have the buff active and you want to deactivate it, all you have to do is go to any of the world's party dungeons and it will completely nullify any of the buffs that you have. So that means things like transfusion, no pain, no gain, anything that has a long duration will be taken off. So no more 5-minute wait times. The next one has to do with prayers. If you want a little bit more drop rate from Midas Mind, or a little bit more money from Jawbreaker, or even a little bit more XP from Big Brain Time, the curse of all these prayers are increases extra mobs' health, but it does not affect bosses or mini bosses. So go ahead and equip those things when you're going to farm bosses, so you just get free drop rate, free XP, and free money without even trying. So have fun and get some more loot. This one is a little bit more for beginners. When you're just starting the game and you want a half-decent hat that's actually quite strong, if you go to the Construction Crow in World 1 and you type in "give me hat," he'll drop you the real Civil Engineer hat, which is actually a really good beginner helmet. It's equivalent to about Iron. Pop some tear stones on that and you're good to go. And you could do this on every character. This one's a kind of obvious, but not obvious at the same time. You can reset your post office streaks with pens. So doing post office is a pain, and you're able to refresh orders with a thing called silver pens. Once you get to up a streak to 100, it starts getting really, really expensive. What you do is you click on your pen and refresh an order, and then you don't complete the order. And then you take a pen. If the shield is 5 or more, you can actually click on the shield with a silver pen. It'll erase the shields completely. And then when you wake up the next day, your streak will be erased and you're ready to go to set back to 0. Next tip is a good way to farm out smithing. Printing thread is the best XP per hour, and smithing skill isn't affected by efficiency. So Maestro's transfusion talent can be used to get mad levels very quickly, especially when crafting. Speaking of crafting, a good progression to get fast levels would be printing thread and get to level 26 smithing and start crafting soulable gums. Later, when you reach level 71 in smithing, you'll be crafting an item known as a Cold Seeker Bullet. These are your go-to for XP, and these give you an insane amount of XP. You can easily reach level 100 just by crafting these bad boys. It's a little pricey at the start, so it might be hard to get started, but once you do, you'll see the XP go burr. This one is for the people that have auto loot. Are you tired of running up and down, collecting your souls from the totem, or collecting all your critters from the trapper drone because your capacity isn't big enough? Well, here's a faster way. If you take off auto loot before you collect all your souls, you spam all your charge, and then you run down to your storage. Turn on auto loot, click on your storage, and then start spam pressing deposit all. All your souls will start accumulating into your inventory. As you're spamming deposit all, it will all just quickly go in there, and one trip does it all. And this also works for critters. Next one has to do with the archer talent called Smelting every day. If you want to farm bars with time candy on your archer with the talent Smelting every day, anything above 1 hour will get counted as the same time as 1 hour. So if you use a 2-hour, 4-hour, or 12-hour time candy, you'll still get the same amount as you did as the 1 hour. So make sure that you only use 1-hour time candies if you're trying to farm out bars. Another good tip is how to properly split items. So with the new update that Lava put out, you'll be able to take out 1,000,000 materials, and if your capacity is enough, it'll split them all up into their own stacks. But he didn't show you how to do small stacks, or especially with small items like ladles. So what you can do, instead of splitting stack, typing 10, and then pressing OK, you can type 10, click and hold OK, and drag to one of your empty slots in your inventory. and then I'll put a 10 stack there. You can continuously do this, very easy, and it's a lifesaver. Saves me a ton of key presses, and it's easy peasy. Last one is the biggest pain, but it also saves you a lot of time. You know the Wellington quest, puzzles, and math, a winning combination where you have to reach a certain number of items on the ground based on your name's length. This can be easily cheesed by going to your easy access and going to the World 3 shop and buying out skulls and traps from World 3 and dropping them on the ground. This will easily get you the correct number and it will take you no time at all. There you go, my dudes. Some beautiful tips and tricks. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check out the Discord and maybe check out the Twitch stream. I'll show my feet if you give me Crystal Steak right now. Also, if you have time, check out the second channel. We just surpassed over 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much. But anyways, my dudes, I gotta get back to the guide grind. Stay tuned for the next IdleOn video. Stay safe, happy grinding, and peace out.